Perseid meteor shower party was a huge success. Thank you to all the planners and those who participated. I'm looking forward to repeating it next year. Those that stayed up late into the night got a chance to view Jupiter, Saturn, especially under spectacularly clear skies. Uranus, Neptune, the Perseids, the Owl Cluster were just a few of the things we looked at. But now we're entering September. The last Green Valley's Walktober kicks off mid-month. Here's what's coming up in the sky for September.
Mercury's best morning appearance is this month. It comes back into view after passing by the Sun on the 6th. By the 20th, it will be magnitude 0, rising 90 minutes before the Sun. On the 22nd, it will be at its greatest western elongation of 18 degrees and magnitude minus 0.3. Venus shines brilliantly in the morning sky just before sunrise. On the 1st, it's at magnitude minus 4.6 and is 11% lit. And on the 9th, it will be magnitude minus 4.8, its brightest. Its disk increases in size up to 50 arcseconds on the 1st and slowly shrinks back to 32 arcseconds by the 30th, being 36% lit. This month we look to the northeast on the moon to find two muscle-bound men named craters, Hercules and Atlas. Atlas is closer to the edge. Hercules is younger and has a smooth lava floor with one smaller crater in it. Its 43-mile diameter is slightly smaller than older Atlas. Its central peak has deteriorated over time and now has a jumble of rock. Look for these two on the 3rd or 4th of this month and next month. You can also check them out just after the mid-month to see the shadows reverse. Mars is heading for the opposite side of the Sun and is viewable for only 30 minutes after sunset low in the western sky, coming into conjunction. The Moon will pass in front of Mars in the afternoon of the 16th at around 3:25 p.m. Our asteroid of the month is 8 Flora, a diminutive minor planet of some 90 miles in diameter which can be viewed south of Saturn. Consult the Minor Planet Center for detailed location information. Fortunately, the asteroid is in a relatively sparse area of stars, making it easier to confirm what you are looking at. Make a sketch a day or two apart and you'll notice the star that moved is indeed Flora. Jupiter rises around 10 p.m. at the beginning of the month and around 8:30 at the end of the month. Its moons make a lot of transit this month. Io transits on the 12th and 13th, 19th and 20th, and 26th, 27th. Ganymede is on the 6th and 7th, and Europa is on the 7th and 8th. Saturn is at its finest, and under clear skies the Cassini division, that is, the black band separating the inner and outer major rings, is clearly visible. Look for Titan, its largest moon, shining at magnitude 8.8. You'll need binoculars or a small telescope to catch its bright dot. Also look for Iapetus, the two-faced moon, at its greatest elongation 9 arc-minutes west of the Saturn. On the 13th, look for Tethys to make a transit across Saturn around 11 p.m. It's a fairly rare event, so worth watching as the moon and then its shadow crosses Saturn's face. Uranus is near the Pleiades cluster and glows at magnitude 5.7. Technically, you could see it with the naked eye under excellent skies, but here in Connecticut you'll need binoculars or a small telescope to pick out its turquoise color. It actually appears to be moving backwards this month as its orbit is in retrograde compared to ours. No, the planet does not actually reverse its direction, it just appears to as we pass by it in our orbit. This is the best month to view the blue planet Neptune, but its tiny 2 arcsecond disk is but a dot glowing at magnitude 7.7. It reaches opposition on the 19th. It lies almost 29 astronomical units, which is 1 astronomical unit, recall, is the distance between the Earth and Sun, which is about 93 million miles. So it's 29 times that amount of distance away. There are no meteor showers this month. Comet 103P Hartley makes its way into the inner solar system, coming closest to Earth on the 25th. You'll need at least a 4-inch telescope to view it. Look for it in Perseus passing into Auriga later in the month. Again, consult the Minor Planet Center for detailed information. Our constellation of the month is Sagittarius the Archer. This large southern constellation is low in the sky most of the year. It contains a plethora of interesting cluster, nebula, and galaxies. Our object this month is Charles Messier's eighth object, Messier 8, the Lagoon Nebula. It is a magnitude 6 object requiring at least a small telescope or binoculars. Its whopping 1.5 arc degrees by 40 arc minute size reveals a huge number of stars, mostly yellow, with hydrogen atoms in abundance. It is around 4,000 to 6,000 light years away from us. Look for cluster NGC 6520 contained within it. To the naked eye, the lagoon will be gray in color because of the dimness of the light, which cannot activate the color cones in our eyes. The question of the month is, what does the Sun actually do? The Sun is huge. Even though it is a relatively small star, you could fit 1,200,000 Earths inside of it. Therefore, the gravity is tremendous and essentially so strong that it squeezes 4 hydrogen atoms in a complex process into 1 helium atom. These 2 elements are the first 2 in the periodic table. Hydrogen's atomic weight is 1.008. 4 hydrogen atoms thus are 4.032. 1 helium atom is 4.0026. So 4.032 minus 4.0026 equals 0.029 mass, which is lost. This mass is converted into energy and encompasses the entire spectrum of frequencies. Some of it is visible light and infrared, which we cannot see but can feel in temperature or heat. Some other frequencies are ultraviolet, X-ray, gamma rays, and so on. Here is the monthly orrery. Here is your calendar of events. Watch for the forthcoming Walktober calendar and its 200 or so events taking place from mid-September to early November, and go out and enjoy the night sky in the pleasant autumnal evening skies.